What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Hope your weekend's going well for you. Be safe out there, all my subscribers out there. Be safe out there, man. The weekend, man, it's going down, man. But Mikey Garcia back in action in Frisco, Texas against Jesse Vargas. The WBC 147-pound diamond belt will be at stake. Another trinket for Maurice Suleiman and his organization. The more belts you have, the more sectioning fees fighters have to pay. And that's what it's all about, man. But they fighting for a WBC diamond belt. So it'll be Mikey Garcia's chance to become a champion in another weight class. Now, ever since Mikey Garcia has campaigned at 147, he fought Errol Spence about a year ago in the same city, Frisco, Texas. Different stadium now. He fought in the big boy stadium in AT&T Stadium, a.k.a. Jerry's World. Now he's fighting in Dallas Cowboys practice facility, a beautiful facility down there in Frisco, Texas. He's going against Jesse Vargas. Now, one thing I noticed about Mikey, he's a small guy, man. Very small guy, short guy. And you didn't really show out, when he's fighting at the lower weights. He was dominating those lower weights, man. Didn't really show out. But now that he's moved up to welterweight, man, he's fighting bigger guys. I remember when he did the face-off with Errol Spence, man. I was like, man, Errol's a much bigger guy. Much bigger guy. And he used his, he didn't really use that, him being a bigger guy to beat Mikey, because he beat Mikey by outboxing Mikey. But, he's just, what I mean by bigger guy, not so much just using your weight or using your size to your advantage, but he's just a bigger guy, had the longer reach, and he was able to stick that right jab and kept Mikey Garcia at bay, man. Mike Garcia had to constantly reset in that fight. He was able to touch him with the left hand, and then he started to work the body, and he just was a complete domination by Errol Spence. He did everything but get the stoppage. He tried to get the stoppage in the second half of the fight, but kudos to Mikey Garcia for showing heart, showing courage, and he was able to last for 12 rounds, but he got beat 12-0 in that fight. He did not win a single round in that fight. Dominated. Now he's going back to the scene of the crime, Frisco, Texas, and fighting Jesse Vargas, and fighting at 147 pounds. A lot of people speculate that he was going to move back down, maybe to 140, but he says he wants to make another go of it at 147. And we'll see what happens, man. But again, he's fighting a much bigger guy. To face off with Jesse Vargas. You can see that Jesse Vargas is a much bigger guy, taller guy. I don't know if his reach is as big, as significant as Errol Spence's reach was against Mikey Garcia. He's not the boxer Mikey Garcia. He's not the boxer Errol Spence is, Jesse Vargas, but he's going to have a huge size advantage against Mikey Garcia. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Jesse Vargas was fighting at 154. He was linked to be for a matchup between him and Jaime Murguia, who at the time was the WBO junior middleweight champion. So that's 154 pounds. So he's a guy that's coming down in weight. When they had the weigh-in yesterday, he came in right at 147. Mikey came in at 145.5. So I like that Mikey didn't really try to come in at the full weight at 147. He's coming in where he's comfortable at. I think that maybe hurted him in the Errol Spence fight. I think he came in heavier in the weigh-in in the Errol Spence fight. And I think that kind of hurt him as he looked very sluggish in that fight. So he's coming in at 145.5. So I think you're going to see a much improved Mikey Garcia. The key to this fight is with Jesse Vargas is what style will Jesse Vargas come out fighting in. He's fought different styles and he's had different trainers. So it's going to be very interesting what kind of style he comes out in. When he fought Adrian Broner, he was more of the boxer. He was using his boxing skills, and I thought he actually beat Adrian Broner in a very, very close fight. And he was able to use his boxing skills and, basically use his punch variety and use his punch output to, to do very well in that fight. It ended up being a draw. I think two judges had a draw, and one judge had Adrian Broner winning. So it was a majority draw in that fight. But I thought if he would have been a little bit more aggressive in that fight, he maybe could have, won that fight. But he didn't do that. So when you watch him fight Saddam Ali, that's the Jesse Vargas I like. That's the Jesse Vargas I think need to be in this fight. He was very aggressive, seek and destroy type of attitude. Was looking to set up the right hand, and he eventually cut the ring off against Saddam Ali, who's a mover, who's a boxer, and he was able to land that right hand. He was able to stop Saddam Ali. When he fought Manny Pacquiao, Same situation. Was very, very aggressive. You know, he stalked Manny Pacquiao, tried to put the pressure on Manny Pacquiao, ended up getting dropped in that fight, but gave a good account of himself, landed a lot of punches, landed a lot of right hands, landed a lot of left hooks. Did a good job in that fight, man. Came up short, but gave a good account of himself. So I think if that Jesse Vargas shows up tonight, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. Mikey Garcia is gonna have his hands full. Now Mikey fighting at 147, that's the key with him. You know, really even at 140 he didn't look that great. When he fought Sergey Lipinets, he won that fight. You know, but Sergey Lipinets had a lot of good moments in that fight. If it wasn't for the knockdown by Mikey Garcia in that fight could have easily went to Lipinets, man. Lipinets fought a good fight, man. It's just I think the knockdown was the difference in that fight. Very, very competitive fight. So if he comes out like he looked in a Lipinets fight or sluggish like he did in the Errol Spence Jr. fight, Jesse Vargas got a chance to win this fight. He got a very good chance to win this fight. So this is a true, I wouldn't say 50-50 fight. I'd say maybe 55-45 Mikey Garcia. But anytime you go from 50-50 to 55-45, that means the other guys has a chance to win this fight. This ain't no automatic win for Mikey Garcia by no means. And what he's going to need to do is set up his shots against Jesse Vargas. If Jesse Vargas come out boxing like he did with Adrian Broner, and he did a little bit with Thomas Delome, come out a little bit more of a boxer, look for Mikey Garcia to be more aggressive. Mikey Garcia is going to try to step to him, kind of like he did with Adrian Broner and like he did with Robert Easter Jr., try to step to him and try to get inside, work the body, set up his shots, his combination shots, and be the more of an aggressive and try to set up his power shots to keep Jesse Vargas on the back foot. Now, if Jesse Vargas comes out more aggressive, then I think Mikey Garcia will sit in the pocket and wait for him to come in. He'll be looking to time him coming in with combination straight right hands, left hooks to the head, left hooks to the body. So Mikey Garcia is one of the best timing fighters in boxing. So it's just gonna be a matter of what Jesse Vargas shows up, man. Because like I said, he's a guy that's changed a lot of trainers. I think with his trainer being Freddie Roach is his trainer for this fight. I think he's going to be aggressive. Freddie Roach just teaches an offensive style of boxing. He's not a defensive style of trainer who wants you to sit on the back foot and feint and try to make the guy miss and be defensive and pot shot from the outside. He's more of an aggressive style of training. So I'm looking for the Jesse Vargas that fought Saddam Ali and it was Jesse Vargas that fought Manny Pacquiao. And I think that's going to play right into Mikey Garcia's hands, man. He's going to, like I said, sit in the pocket, and he's going to catch Jesse Vargas coming in, man. I think it's going to be a good fight, man. A very action-packed fight. Both guys aggressive. Jesse Vargas, this is his standout moment. You know, he's been on this big stage before, but he's not been able to get over that hump. You know, when he fought Manny Pacquiao, like I said, gave a good account of himself, but came up short. He fought Timothy Bradley Jr., you know. He had chances in that fight, you know. He gave a good account in his fight, but he was losing that fight clearly until the 12th round, when he was able to catch Timothy Bradley with a straight right hand that buckled Timothy Bradley. And if they would have had a few more seconds left in that fight, he could have possibly knocked out Timothy Bradley. But he gave a good account of himself there, but he came up short. He fought Adrian Broner. You know, I thought he actually won that fight. It was close. I had a 7-5 Jesse Vargas, but 6-6 draw. You know, a couple of rounds were close, could have went either way. I could easily see it being a draw, or even Adrian Broner winning 7-5, as one judge had him winning. So that was a very, very close fight, but couldn't get over the hump in that fight. So all the times when he stepped up in competition and was on the elite level competition, he's coming up short. So I think he's very, very hungry. He knows he needs to make it happen this time because he might not ever get back on this stage again because you 0 for 3. Usually when you're 0 for 3, you know, in baseball, you strike out, you got to go back to the dugout. He's getting a fourth chance here, and I know he's going to try to make the most of it. So it's going to be a good fight, man, a very, very good fight, man. I think both guys are going to have their moments. I think Jesse Vargas will be able to land that right hand, but I think the difference in the fight is the timing of Mikey Garcia. He's a very smart fighter, high boxing IQ. He's going to catch him coming in. He's going to work the body. He's going to hit him with combination. Mikey Garcia has an underrated jab. He's just a beautiful fighter, man. I think he's going to use that aggressiveness against Jesse Vargas like he did, with other fighters that tried to rush him. Guys, the other fighters that tried to rush him, man. He's a guy that knows how to deal with a pressure fighter, and he'll be able to deal with Jesse Vargas. Now, Jesse Vargas probably going to come into this fight 10, 15 pounds more than Mikey Garcia. Because like I said, he came in at 147 yesterday, and Mikey came in at 145.5. Now, when he gets back to his natural, when he rehydrates, gets back to his natural weight, more close to his natural weight, I think Jesse Vargas probably be around 160, 162. And Mikey probably might, if anything, he might be 150, 151, 152. So look for Jesse Vargas to have at least a 10-pound weight advantage in this fight. And he'll be looking to use that. Like I said, he's going to be trying to put the pressure on him. He's going to try to back up Mikey Garcia, get him up on the ropes, maybe lean on him, a la Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder in the rematch. Try to use that weight to try to tire out Mikey Garcia, who's campaigning at 147 pounds for only the second time in his pro career. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. But I got Mikey Garcia winning a competitive 12-round decision over Jesse Vargas. I got him winning this fight 7 rounds to 5. It could be 8-4 for Mikey Garcia, but I'm going to say 7 rounds to 5, man. Jesse Vargas really wants this fight, man. This is his one shining moment, man, if he can get this win, man. One shining moment, man, because the other 3 times he came up short. So this could be his one shining moment, man, if he can get this win, man. This just opened up doors for a whole lot of potential fights. He can move up to 154 and challenge champions at 154, man. It can open the door for him, other opportunities, so he can stay at 147 and get some big fights there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. As far as Mikey Garcia goes, he gets this win tonight. Eddie Hearn has come out and said that he wants to stage a fight between Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao if he wins this fight and looks impressive. He wants to put that fight on the zone. Don't see that happening at all. I think Manny Pacquiao next fight will be on PBC. And he's looking at Errol Spence Jr., Danny Garcia, or Sean Porter. I'm looking for him to fight one of those guys in June or July. So that'll leave Mikey Garcia to maybe look to maybe fight a Danny Garcia. If Danny Garcia is not picked by Manny Pacquiao, he could look to that fight. If not, maybe he moves down to 140, and he looks to fight, maybe Josh Taylor or somebody of that caliber. If he can't get that, maybe he looks to fight the winner of Maurice Hooker and Regis Prograis. That could be a big fight. They can put that fight right back in Frisco, Texas, man. That could be a big fight. Mikey got a huge fan base down there in the Dallas area, man. He's got a huge fan base in Texas, period. He fought Sergey Lipinets in the San Antonio, Texas. Had a huge crowd out there when he was able to defeat Sergey Lipinets. So he's got a big following down there in Texas. He's from California. And he does good numbers down there. So I expect a big crowd. Eddie Hearn said there's 10,000 fans supposed to be there. I take that with a grain of salt because Eddie the con artist, he'll say a whole lot of things that ain't true. But based on his last performance against Errol Spence Jr., when they brought a crowd of over 48,000, I can believe Eddie Hearn in this instance, man. I believe they're going to probably have a close, if not a sellout, close to a sellout at Dallas Cowboys practice facility. We'll see what happens and see what's transpired, man. Leave your comments in the comment section who you think is going to win this fight tonight between Mikey Garcia and Jesse Vargas. What round you think the winner is going to get the knockout in or the stoppage in, or do you think it's going to go to a decision? Let me know what you think in the comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.